Good evening, everyone. Taibu Mu'addib, host, podcast entertainer, author, motivational speaker.
The issue of gun violence isn't going away because there are
every weeknight, 9:30-ish p.m. We go crazy. In fact, we going nuts right now. Hit it, Shay. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah. It's cold out here, y'all. And I'm telling you one thing. It's amazing. How come they don't know? No one's life is the Cosby Show. Killer cops is nothing new to melanated people, bro. Not in the America that locks us up for mega busting, legalized prostitution so the mob can get their cut. CIA agents bringing dope in from the south and spread it through the hood so we can take each other out. The sadness in the hood isn't just some recent shit. It's the same thing that you can see on the slave ship. Trauma passed through generations lead to a peculiar life. Can't believe in freedom, even if one of your parents right. I'ma do it right, cause I'm conscious and I know the way. I got roots in Africa. Pittsburgh was my birthing place. International businessman from inmate 15208. African Messiah, dog. Someone had to save the day. All you want is metaphors about the club and freaking horse. Stacking up your fake flashy cars and them foreign tours. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. It starts out with Congress, yeah. Them the folks who scheme and plot. Once they pass the laws, it's on you and I to know what's up. And since we don't, that's how come the jails are jam-packed with us. I got my fist raised. And unity is in my heart. No matter who you are, come and live your truth. That's how it starts. Yeah. That's how it starts. Go get them. Go, 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 go. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. All you want is metaphors. International businessman. Can't believe in freedom. That they still don't know. Pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Taibu Mu'addib and Shay. This is Live Your Truth. Pull up a chair. Get your popcorn ready. Let's make it happen together. We appreciate you for joining us. Tap in. Good evening. This is Live Your Truth. I am your host, Taibu Mu'addib, and I am live from Arlington, Texas, with another fine episode of this fine program. Live Your Truth is a safe space where people can come and share their opinions about things that they feel are important to their culture, and that's what it comes down to. I want to make sure that everybody know that this podcast is always brought to you courtesy of First Step Coaching. As a certified goal achievement coach, it's on me to make sure that the service befits the name. Taking your first step is very important, so I want you all to consider doing that and making sure that you take it seriously. Like, don't just jump in. They say fools rush in. Don't be that kind of person. Take it seriously. All right. I got some pretty important iMovies I'm going to be releasing. I want you pretty much to have an opportunity to check out my iMovies, see who's signing up, who's booking, and why. All right. So many people are getting the help that they need at First Step Coaching. And there's so much need out there that I want to do the best I can to bring on quality folks. Bringing on quality people is important, right? You want to make sure that you bring on folks who are quality
who will finish the program. It's a tough thing to try and adjust my coaching program to so many different personalities. It's foundational and it truly does work. So that is definitely something that, if you have opportunity, you definitely want to jump in there and make sure that your presence is known and that you are working on developing yourself. I think the most important thing we can say is that first step coaching really encourages people to point the thumb and not the finger. I'm always and forever inviting folks to my show. I want to hear all the opinions. I want people to know that their opinion matters, definitely, and that I will give you guys just a really good show. I want you guys to know that I haven't this kind of inviting in a while, but I'm pressing some buttons, getting some folks in here. I want folks to know that their voice matters and that I want to hear what they have to say. So it's Taibu Mu'addib, PCS Certified Goal Achievement Coach. I take on people as I see them. I want people to know that their voice is definitely important. So we want to strengthen that at First Step Coaching. All right. Definitely want to make sure that people have the opportunity to join in my programming. When I go live, you're obviously all capable of jumping in and joining in to the live stream. I just shoot it out there. I want to make sure that it's known that you are welcome to join the live podcast. Shout out to all my TikTok family for being, so important to me being visible and relevant in this day and time. That's why I truly enjoy going live on that platform. I'm gonna get that going right now. So when I go live on TikTok, I definitely feel it's incumbent upon me to get it right. Put a comment on here, get that going. Yeah, pin that comment. All right. Live over here on TikTok. So we develop this real quick. Throw this thing in here. There we go. That's the best I'm able to do that quick. All right. Live over here on TikTok. Want to invite a good number of people. This is an important show. It's an important program. Hey, Bree, what's going on? Taibu Mu'addib, welcome to Live Your Truth. I got Obama on the live tonight. When Obama said, yes, we can, the world heard him. And they knew that he wasn't playing no games. When Obama said, yes, we can, we all felt it. It was something that we all got behind. When Obama said, yes, we can, we all stood up and we all got involved. And that's kind of that's what I want to happen now. When I say, yes, we can, there's a similar and just as serious fight, okay? My yes, we can has to do with something just as serious as equal rights, equal opportunities. Let's look at equal protections. For some reason, you have to be a certain class or status to get the kind of protection that you need to have against sexual violence and domestic violence. Sadly, many of us don't have that. You have to be a particular gender, make a particular amount of money, be born in a particular area to a peculiar folks to have protection from domestic and sexual violence. Literally, only 1% of the population is immune from something that's almost affecting all of us. When I talk about ending sexual and domestic violence, I'm talking about personal preparedness. So as we move forward, I want everybody to know in this show, I'm going to show you some things over here on YouTube. If you are not following me on YouTube, you're going to miss a lot of this. So please go and subscribe. Everybody go to YouTube at Taibu Mu'addib 4019. It's just that simple. If you want to donate, I'll make sure I put the link in the description. I'll post the link right after this show. You can download the free EFC workbook and learn my proven strategy for creating a winning strategy for your personal development. If you want to donate, I'll put the link in the description for our GoFundMe page. You can even take the survey. I'll make sure that link is in there as well. But I want you guys to know I'm working as hard as I can to take care of my clients and take care of other things that I believe that are inside me waiting to come out. That my purpose is much greater than I could really even, put into a small space, right? I want this thing to shine. I really think that Nelson Mandela, when he said, "Let your light shine, so others can shine too," I believe that. In the last 7 days, I've connected with other content creators on TikTok with huge followings. Now, every post I make is blowing up, and I appreciate you guys for that. Chasky, Deanna, nice. I appreciate you guys for that. Everyone that's joined me over there and making it successful, I appreciate you. My man Casso down in South Florida, I appreciate all of you content creators for embracing the genuine spirit that is Taibu Mu'addib. As a businessman, I want to make sure that you guys know I'm doing the best I can to streamline the process so that you don't have to wait as long to become a member of our coaching community. If you want to join up, go to calendly.com/Coach Taibu today. All right. That's your way to make sure you book a conversation with yours truly. Now, I might be booked out. You might not see much on the schedule for a day or two, but I guarantee you I'm running through it. I'm getting people onboarded and we're taking on clients. My class times twice a week, Sundays and Tuesdays. And I'll make sure that I'm teaching and motivating and inspiring people along the EFC change agent so that they can actually feel the effects of it. We got Get Real right here. Shout out to Buddha Vibes Productions for providing us with these free beats that sound really, really nice to your ears. All right. I know that it creates a certain vibe when you hear it in the background and hear me going crazy. I'm not going to talk you to death. I am going to get into this show. Again, one final shout out to all the people who are cheering for teams still in the tournament. All right. We have probably maybe 8 teams left, I believe, or something like that. 16, 8 teams left. But the bottom line is we got a divisional round coming up, and a lot of people are going to be cheering for their team. And if your team didn't make it, cheer for somebody else's team. Continue to have fun with it. The NFL gives us a lot of entertainment, a lot of opportunity to come together around something positive. So shout out to the league for doing that too. All right. What are we going to discuss tonight? We're going to look at the Jerry Epstein story. Make sure I can say his name right. I said Jerry. All right, let's get this thing together. I want to make sure I have the right name here. Jeffrey. All right. The Jeffrey Epstein story. We're going to make sure that we bring that all the way out because that needs to be discussed. All right. Let's go. So with that said, there we go. Jeffrey Epstein. We have to look at this man's life when we talk about Guard Me Gear and donating to the GoFundMe page for Guard Me Gear for the inception of it. The length of span that this man operated committing sexual acts against minor women, minor young ladies, minor girls, right? Said to be as young as 12 to 14. We don't know how young they actually ended up being because many of them didn't report or couldn't be reached. But when it first came out, there was around 40. But when they went back 10 years, he was doing it in a different place. So he was outed in Palm Beach, Florida, I believe, somewhere in South Florida. But then what actually happened was they found out that in New York, when he first became rich, he had started these situations where he's putting young girls in scenarios where they were being taken advantage of. And so what that means, we have to study that. Then we'll go to looking at some of the current personal security wearables like Invisiwear. Nothing wrong with Invisiwear at all. At least it's something out there. The problem is it came out in 2018, and the statistics that I'm discussing for ending sexual and domestic violence, there hasn't been a dent. There hasn't been a dent. There hasn't been a meaningful statistical change. So for all the devices out there right now available for you guys and gals to don, as far as personal security, nothing really is changing. And that's because they haven't really addressed the real issue. And I'll discuss that later on in the show. Let us first go ahead to a screen share where we'll be able to look at simply the words of President Obama himself, just to get you guys juiced up. Let me go ahead and give you guys that juice right now. This is from President Obama's actual farewell speech. But I want you to hear his words because they resemble so closely what the kind of vibe I want us to get back to as Americans. Every 68 seconds, an American becomes a victim of sexual or domestic violence. And every 9 minutes, one of them is a child. All right. Just want you guys to know that. That's the statistic that's out there. It's happening all the time. Before this show is over, that'll be almost 60 to 70 Americans who've been victimized during this show. You have to go to the link. You have to donate today. All right. Let's get it going. We'll slow the music down real quick so we can go to the screen share. I want you guys to hear from the man's old words. This is President Obama giving his farewell speech. All right, let's go. Let's get this going. Can you hear it? Are we good? Let's go.
I'm asking you to believe, not in my ability to bring about change, but in yours. I'm asking you to hold fast to that faith written into our founding documents, that idea whispered by slaves and abolitionists, that spirit sung by immigrants and homesteaders and those who marched for justice, that creed reaffirmed by those who planted flags from foreign battlefields to the surface of the moon, a creed at the core of every American whose story is not yet written. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we did. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless you. May God continue to bless the United States of America.
So that right there, and I'll play it again to break that down. Former President Barack Obama was a rock star. At the time, I was living in Madison, Wisconsin. Every time he came, it was the biggest thing. Had I not been living in Madison, Wisconsin when he was elected, a city that he visited, numerous times, progressive and democratic city that it is, I wouldn't have never known the power of the United States government, right? Because if the president visits your town and you live in a mid-sized city, you get a chance to see the whole place on lock, right? Just the manpower that goes behind taking care of the president these days when he travels, it's ridiculous. It is no getting close to that man at all, right? And so you look at the speech, you look at the people packed in these places, you look at how people responded to those words, yes, we can. I remember how I felt hearing them for the first time. And I want to invoke that same spirit of all of us to help end sexual and domestic violence. And you guys are welcome to come on to the show, TikTok live with me. Just request it. You're welcome to come on to my show. I put I pinned the comment. If you click on that link, copy and paste in your browser, you'll be able to pop right in here to my feed. So anybody can come on to the show with me and talk. We can just talk about what your personal experience is with domestic or sexual violence, whether you know someone, how it's affected your life to know someone, whether you yourself are a survivor, as am I. The bottom line is it's something that we have to get done this year without question. Get these devices on the bodies that need to have them. I personally now don't wake up in the morning and consider that someone will commit an act of domestic or sexual violence against me, but it happens. It happens. And with all the cameras around everywhere and with everything that's going on, you would think that no one would be stupid enough to commit a crime like that. But these numbers are sky high. Like I said, every 68 seconds, someone becomes a victim of sexual or domestic violence. And every 9 minutes, one of those victims are a child. And that those are numbers that are just too high. It's not palatable to me, and we're all affected by it, right? I believe that, probably, I would say virtually all the women that I've dated were either survivors themselves or knew somebody that had been through that. So it affects us. It affects our psyche. We're all hurt in some way, shape, or form. Domestic violence isn't always physical. It can be financial. It can be emotional or mental. So people are going through these violent crimes, and it's tough. Sexual violence doesn't mean actual penetration. It can mean being squeezed, touched, groped, or have words said about you in public or in private that make you feel uncomfortable. It's so prevalent, right? And these individuals who continue to do it, they're doing it from positions of power. It may be about power for them. It may just be about sheer lust for them. They're not mature enough to know how to express that in an appropriate manner. But the bottom line is it is happening. It's happening in churches, schools, homes, police precincts. It's happening everywhere. Literally, it touches all of our lives, but we can put an end to it. And I will discuss the Guard Me gear and how effective it is a little bit later. But let's go through this speech one more time, as you guys can get the gist of it. I want you to hear him say that what I like, the words I like to hear him say for real. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and talk. Let's go.
All my remaining days.
Okay.
But for now, whether you are young or whether you're young at heart, I do have one final ask of you as your president.
One final ask of you as your
The
president.
same thing I asked when you took a chance on me 8 years ago.
You took a chance on me.
I'm asking you to believe, not in my ability to bring about change, but in yours.
The man is cold with words. He says, I'm asking you to once again listen to me state something. I'm asking you to believe, not in my ability to bring about change, but yours. I picked this out because it's perfect. I need your donations. I needed to procure this device and get it on you guys, to get it to you guys, to bring it to market. So your donations are going directly towards the prototype and the manufacturing of the device, the testing and data collection for the device. So we can redesign it and get it to market as quickly as possible so we can save some lives, all right? When I say save lives, I really truly mean that. But let's go with Obama. He's saying, believe in me one more time, not about in what I can do, but in what you can do. You guys can save yourselves. You guys can create the change yourselves, especially you young people, right? It's on all of us. This is a collective effort. Let's donate. Let's get donations out there. I'm raising awareness, and you guys are not going to, this is only the beginning. I'm going to do shows. I'm going to bring guests on. This morning for my morning show, subscribe to Taibu Mu'addib 4019. This morning, my guest this morning, she had a fantastic story of dealing with so much abuse and so much violence in her situation. You want to make sure that you go over to YouTube and definitely subscribe, because right now what's happening is a lot of individuals are listening, but they're not participating in the discussion, right? They're not participating. And if you're not part of the solution, you're what? You're part of the problem. So we want to make sure that everybody goes to Taibu Mu'addib at 4019. That's what it looks like right there. That's what it looks like right there. You can join this show live over here. You can subscribe. Go over there and let's get this thing done. All right. If you want to join my TikTok live and discuss it, go ahead and put the request in. I want to make sure that I'm clear about this. Everyone should speak out about this. Everyone. I know it's touching your life at some point, but what he's saying right here is true. It's not about me bringing about change. I'm a catalyst for it, but it's about you making it happen. You guys are the effects. Let's go.
I am asking you to hold fast to that faith.
Asking you to hold fast to faith. The man is a warrior with words. So we can't see right now what the guard me gear do. It'll take faith. You have to believe it. It's going to take belief and faith. When I first started bringing this out, all of the stuff that I went through to get to this point right now, I want you to know it was not easy. It was not easy. Those words right there, I just want you guys to get that in your soul. Please have faith. Please say, yes, we can. Just know that. Just know that's important. That's an important statement. All right. Let me go ahead and move this around. Move that around. Moving some things around. Want to make sure I get this done clearly. All right. So what is Guard Me Gear? Guard Me Gear is a security tech wearable that we're going to place inside of everyday average looking jewelry. Invisiwear is close to it, but Guard Me Gear will be a pendant that you wear. It can be a necklace. It can be a button on your suit coat. Guard Me Gear, we're going to make it so that we are giving everyone a response. That's what gear actually, GEAR, say it. Giving everyone a response. Guard Me Gear. The connectivity of the internet has brought about things like GPS and tracking and smart cars that drive themselves. So what we now have opportunity to do is to come together as a community and end sexual violence and domestic violence, end these things, period, by giving everyone a response. All right. So Guard Me Gear is that. It's a reporting agency, right? With zero tolerance. So for victims that call the police after somebody hurt them, and then that person emotionally gets them to recant their statement, so now we can't prosecute them, we're a mandatory reporting agency. So people that buy that, to use it and to activate it, you have to say, hey, no matter what, this agency, this company can submit this information that's been recorded and documented to prosecute these persons committing these violent crimes because of violent crimes. There's no question about that. You look at the effects of violent crimes, the post-traumatic stress. You look at the actual physical injuries. Right. Okay, I see you. And death. A lot of these victims allow it to happen to where the person becomes so power enamored that if that person tries to break the cycle, that person will take their life. It happens far too often. But once the Guard Me Gear comes out, it will cease to happen. We will end this thing. All right. That's just a small microcosm. When you go to the GoFundMe page, and I'll make sure I put the link in there. When you go to the GoFundMe page, what's going to happen is you're going to get a chance to hear about my personal situation, what the funds will go directly towards, and how we're going to roll that thing out. But just the problem in and of itself, little statistics. Then you have a chance to take our survey. So we'll get that stuff in as the show goes on. Taibu Mu'addib right here, right now, getting it going. Just want to make sure that you all know this is what is going down. So we have other devices. I brought them up. I want to make sure that I show what they look like. But before I do that, let's talk about individuals who are committing these crimes, right? Not very often does crime in America have a European face, if you will, pale or white. Whatever you choose to call Europeans or people of European descent, not too much in our history has media, and this is my media, given a white face, if you will, a European face crime. But sadly, this is what we're dealing with now. The domestic and sexual violence, human trafficking, all of these things look like this guy. So take a look at him. Jeffrey Epstein. This is what he's literally the face of sexual and domestic violence. of human trafficking. Like he had it all going on in there. One defense attorney for the victims, or excuse me, one attorney for the victims called it a Ponzi scheme of molestation. That's how widespread it was, you know. And when you look at how many different places this man had bought to live as a Wall Street billionaire, right? He just had access, right? He just had access. So you can check out Jeffrey Epstein's Netflix special, but this is literally the face of what we want to end. We want to put an end to powerful Europeans, powerful individuals preying on less fortunates, underage less fortunates, of age less fortunates, right? So this is what it looks like. And back in the day, propaganda was a big tool for the war on drugs and the war on this and the war on poverty. Well, I won't call it a war. I just think that we should all stand our ground and against sexual and domestic violence. Let's put an end to that by donating to the Guard Me gear. So I just want you guys to see it. Check that Netflix special out. Learn the depth, you know, listen to it, watch it, whatever. Learn the depth of how these things happen and why they get away with it, right? Had the Guard Me gear been on the very first two victims that the FBI checked out and reported back in New York, whatever, the two sisters, had they had Guard Me gear on, it would have nipped it in the bud for everyone. All those hundreds of victims after that spared. Ain't no getting around it. Now, because of his power and prestige, you know, he was able to finagle some things based off of their statements, but it was his word against theirs, and he used his power and prestige to continue doing it for decades. But had the Guard Me gear collected the evidence of them young girls saying, no, stop, please don't, like it's going to for many of you in the future, if it happens, then by all means, it's a wrap. So sexual predators, let's think about this. Let's talk about this for a second. The reason why products like Invisiwear don't work against guys like this is because, like the lady said this morning, there's grooming going on. You're disarmed by the charm and the money. So, you know, you're not thinking about your Invisiwear. You know, you're not, you take it off when he says take it off. You know, it is what it is. So the bottom line, it's not so with the Guard Me gear. Not so. Well, stop sharing that. Let's go ahead and look at some of the stuff that's the security wearable device. There's stuff out there. It really is. I'll go ahead and screen share that. And I'm trying to give you guys a full mock-up of what we're talking about here. Let's look at some of their products. I punched up, you know, the first year of Invisiwear. So the company was founded in 2018. The first year of Invisiwear smart jewelry was 2018 when the product was officially launched. So I'm looking for funding to launch Guard Me gear. Not as a product because there's a need out there. Y'all want to feel safer? Let me just give you this Invisiwear and you can just put it on and press it and it'll do this. That's not what Guard Me gear is set to do. Guard Me gear is set to be the help before the hurt. As we get consumers to buy our product, we begin to brand it. So you get to wear the t-shirts, the jackets, your pins and lapels will say Guard Me gear protected, almost like ADT home signs, right? But for our person. And after enough of these, we'll call them people who commit violent crimes. After enough of them are caught, and we have our phones and cameras, after enough of us are putting it out there that the Guard Me gear works, now it becomes a standard. It becomes a shield, if you will. So now when your daughter or your son has the Guard Me gear t-shirt or jacket or cap, baseball cap on, that now means to a person that wants to commit a sexual offense or domestic violence against that person, it means that they can't be touched. They don't qualify for that person as someone that's viable. See, proximity is a big issue. They have to be, Jeffrey Epstein, he had to have proximity to those young women, and he did it a bunch of different ways. But had he not had the proximity, it would have never took place. I know I'm getting technical, but I want you to see that someone can raise money and use their own money or get loans and produce products that tell you this will help, but Guard Me gear will stop it in its tracks. This is not something that will happen after you're already attacked. The Guard Me gear, once it's working, once it's in the community, once it starts saving people and interrupting situations where people are being hurt and people are going to jail for it, people who never thought they would get caught are going to jail for it. No matter who falls, pastors, teachers, police officers, no matter who falls, all sexual and domestic violence offenders, they'll all get the hint. If someone has it on, it's just not worth the attempt. And that's how we'll begin to stop it before it happens. Now, proximity and time. MGRT, minimum guarantee response time. I'm talking about what's real. A person that really wants to engage in penetration against somebody's will in a sexual act, they need time to get that person to an area where they can do it, for the act to take place, and time to get away successfully. Even if it's within their own home. Boyfriends, mom's boyfriends, significant others, stepdads, whatever it can be, uncles, whatever the case may be. In the same home, he has to creep up to the bedroom, get it going, and then get away. Get to a different room and be like, oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know why she's crying. The bottom line is the Guard Me gear nips that in the bud because they don't have that option because it's recorded. And everybody that knows, even back in the days when the police first started using radios, you can't outrun a radio. You can't outrun it. So the recording of the device is what's important. And people are thinking, what about the laws against that, this and this and that? Let me tell you something right now. We've already looked at that. May rest in peace. Now past retired police lieutenant Wayne Strong. He was our law enforcement aspect, and he always gave to our 4-man team, he always gave his input. So when a crime is being committed, laws that have to do with recording somebody committing a crime are all universal. We want to know as citizens who's committing crimes against other citizens in our community, against our neighbor. So we want to know. So he's looking at like, okay, legally, yeah, there's recording laws for all types of different things. But when it comes to the commission of a crime, every state in the union wants that recorded, no matter who's doing it, especially the victim. Y'all can do your research. I'm telling you, we worked this thing out. Invisaware, it's great. It's great. Now, there's stop gaps built into that. That's why we have the certified responders. That's why we have training for both responders and the people that are getting the devices. So go through the training process. You'll be good. I'm telling you right now, it's something monumental for me to be able to help produce something as powerful as the Guard Me gear tech wearable. Let's look at the fundraiser itself, shall we? And then we'll go to some questions and some comments. I see some folks are joining. Tonight, we're talking about just re-invoking Obama's Yes We Can to end sexual and domestic violence through the fundraiser for the Guard Me gear. All right. Let's look at that real quick, and then we'll get to some other important things coming out right now. Tie it all in, and we'll let y'all go. All right. So we got the music in again. When you see this fundraiser, I want you to know that it's really important that you guys and gals out there see it and understand it for what it is. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump out here. I'm gonna pop out for a second just to get it going. I'm shocked that I don't have that in there. Let's see. All right. Well, that's strange. I don't have that in there. Let me go ahead and get off that. Thought I had that in there real quick. Apologize for the break. I thought I had it on there. I didn't. I got to do something slick real quick to get that for you guys. But that being said, I want to get that in the comment section over there on TikTok. So I have to do something real nice. Let me go over here, get it popping. Taibu Mu'addib, not going to let you guys down. You guys know how I get. When I want to get something done, I make sure that it happens. Where are we at right now? Where are we at? I need to make sure that I have the right email address. Getting it going. Let's look for these links. Where are we at? Then let's create them. Let's go. Sharing this thing right here, right now. I can see it. So I have it on my in my notes on my iPhone, my iPad. I haven't shared it properly yet, so I will get that going real quick. Let me get that done right now. I got the survey. I got the GoFundMe. Let me get that going right now. Got to get that done. It's just so important for you guys to have this. This is what it comes down to. This GoFundMe is so crucial for all of you. I got to get it out there. So let me go ahead and put this in here. Compose this. It's not even an issue. Let me go ahead and knock this out. And I don't mind taking my time to do stuff like this on my show because you guys need to have it. Bam. There we go. Putting this in here. Thank God for technology. We're getting this thing going. Now I can access it where I need it at. But I'm happy though. You guys have no idea, man, how tough it truly is to manifest these things. Now I can just simply go over here, jump in here real quick and get that link to you guys. Sorry about that. Bam. Copy the link. We got the link in here now. This is the GoFundMe link. I'm just going to put to donate and we're going to go from there. To donate, the link is coming up right now. You guys go crazy. Make your donations. Do the research. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to pin that up there. Let's go. Pin that comment. That comment is now pinned. It's crazy. It's nuts. The goal is 150,000. We have to get this thing going. It talks about me. It talks about what you are getting for donating. Just to be a part of the movement is important. I want to, I see so much on TikTok, and there's a TikTok page that says protect Black girls or something, or no justice for Black girls or something like that. There's a TikTok page that literally says this, and so I want to see. I see thousands and thousands of views. The Guard Me gear is for you ladies. So when I see these things on here, I want to make sure that they are being handled properly. I don't know how come. Let me go to TikTok real quick. So there's definitely something. There's definitely something called. Let me see. It's like no justice for Black girls or something like that. Let me look at this thing and see. I'm gonna try to go over here real quick. because this is definitely who it's for. I want to make sure that I get this because this is definitely okay. So yeah, it's no tears for Black girls, right? So they are. It's just a ton of stuff on here. I'm looking at these sad situations, and this device right here that I'm sharing right now, this device right here, this is who it's for, right? We want justice. We want to hear the you know, we want to bring people to justice. This is how it goes. All right. And so I'm seeing this no tear Black girls. It's something that I'm proud to have an answer for, so that aren't just posting things in grief and in anger. Now we have an answer for it. It's called the Guard Me gear. So make sure you guys donate that right now. Make sure you guys go there. The pinned comment is the link to the GoFundMe page for Guard Me gear. You want to take care of that. This is what you'll see when it looks like. It says prevent sexual and domestic violence. And it's the GoFundMe page. What you get is you get a YouTube explanation of the whole business model, right? We have no problem putting that out there. All the copyright and stuff like that issues been taken care of. So we have no problem putting that. All we need right now is to get this thing on you guys and gals out there. Get it on you. Let's talk about citizens against police violence. So police officers are still committing violent acts against citizens. You can say it's for personal gain, personal reasons, whatever the case may be, but police officers are still committing acts of violence against people of color, unarmed people of color. It's happening, right? The young boy out west that was tackled and choked out, and he's, went to a coma and passed away. Just terrible, terrible instances of these things happening. Terrible, without question. And they can be avoided because of the Guard Me gear, because what the Guard Me gear is set to do is to give everyone a response. What that means is if I'm going through something and a police officer is making me uncomfortable, my life may be hanging in the balance. There's only seconds or minutes for this thing to get taken care of. So by activating my Guard Me gear, a certified responder is going to respond and ask me if I feel safe, and probably save my life. Right? This is what it comes down to. Why cops are screeching up and hopping out and have their hand on their pistols for a traffic violation, I don't know. But knowing I have the Guard Me gear on me, yes, me, myself, I will have it on me, that I can press this Guard Me gear and to know that within seconds, based on my MGRT, my minimum guaranteed response time, that I can see on my phone GPS. The police pull me over, I can have my phone out, I can activate my Guard Me gear, and the certified responder will come assist me. And I'll be able to see how closer they are and when they're going to get there. And they're trained to handle all perpetrators, even the police. It's part of their training. Is to not focus on the offender or the perpetrator of the violent act, but to focus on the safety of the potential victim. That's why Guard Me gear is so important. That's why you guys should all donate now. You should all donate now. It's to help me for the hurt. All right. Boom. We got that knocked out. We killed that. Go. That is so important. All right. Okay. Let's go, B. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Live Your Truth. Want to come off mute? Talk to us. Let's go. You are live. Okay. We'll give B a chance to respond. We're live right here on Live Your Truth. As soon as B gets ready, she can hop in here and get it going. So, and again, we're live here. Taibu Mu'addib, right here from Arlington, Texas. We are trying to produce security, a personal security wearable, using technology to make sure that everyone responds. That's what Guard Me Gear stands for. That's what we're about. So hopefully this person comes on the screen. But yes, so no tears for Black girls. We're going to make sure that page has nothing else to put up there moving forward. Once this is developed out there for consumers to buy, we're gonna end these situations. These situations are gonna appear. All right. Thank you everybody for joining me. TikTok, Instagram, about to go live on IG right now and get that out there. We appreciate all of you. To donate, click on the link that's pinned. Please go click on that pinned comment. My comment is pinned. Please go click on that link right now and let's go. All right. Going live right here on TikTok, on Instagram. Taibu2Rise is my Instagram page. Some of my oldest podcasts are there. You'll get a lot of action over there. It's a great way to reach me if you want to take advantage of the coaching and speaking that I do. I'm live over here right now. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining. Tonight, we're discussing the inception of the Guard Me Gear. We are creating a GoFundMe page. It's been launched as of yesterday evening. It's been launched, so the GoFundMe page is up. So we are going to get this done this year. I'm going to campaign super duper hard. What I do professionally as a PCS certified goal achievement coach is separate from that, right? I'm not the therapist that helps people through their traumas. There's certain things that I'm not qualified or licensed or certified to handle. Now, if you feel you have a handle on what you went through, or you're going to work on that later, you just want to put your life back together, I am a growth strategy coach. That's what I do. So as a certified goal achievement coach, what I do is if your goal is matter of fact, if getting treatment for your trauma is part of your goal, I can help you with that. We can get that together. So, there's certain things that I would not be a good fit for. But for a lot of things, the first step coaching with the EFC mind change agent is very, very foundational. It's important to build that strong foundation. I help people build stronger moral character foundations by getting in there. So I appreciate you guys. So everybody that joins, thank you so much for your comments, questions, and concerns. I'm getting close to my time. That went by very, very quickly, but I appreciate you guys for joining me. Become a subscriber, a live page. Let me get that link out there. Well, you guys can see it. You guys can see I think it's a star up there for you guys to get. Yep. So right up here at the top, you guys can become a subscriber of the live without question. So when you subscribe, what you'll get is behind the scenes videos that I do over here on TikTok. I don't mind imparting knowledge throughout the day as I get set and get ready to do a speaking engagement. When I'm just got done coaching a class or teaching a class, my webinar is coming up. Look for that flyer. Just to get the behind the scenes motivation. If you really get motivated and pumped up by having behind the scenes access to a real genuine content creator, you definitely want to become a subscriber of my lives. All right. So get your subscription. And those are things that you'll get, just a deeper connection with Taibu Mu'addib. If you want that, you can have that over here on TikTok by subscribing. All right. Well, that's pretty much the show. I had some things that I wanted to put out there for later. So let me go ahead and get that done real quick. I want to make sure that I have that out there. The brother Derek Colors and I got together for Manhood 101. We believe that you know, we believe that sexuality, being heterosexual, is under attack. We believe that. So we have Manhood 101 because we want to promote heterosexual male activity. We want men, we want more heterosexual relationships and families. This isn't against anything by anything else, but we believe that the heterosexual sexual orientation is under attack now. It used to be the norm. Now it's under attack. We believe this. And so we talk Manhood 101 just to get it out there that we support men being men in the heterosexual sense. All right. So just going to put this out there real quick so that folks can know. I didn't get a chance to do all the research, but I'm going to definitely present this and let you guys make your own decision. But this is something that we will be tackling later in the week on Manhood 101. So let's go ahead and play this again. Well, let's stop sharing it then. Didn't work. You got to capture some stuff. All right. Pause that. Charleston White. The interview, you can go to the interview. I have to find a way to do that on here, but we're gonna get that thing done. Let's give it a gander. Let's check it out and see what it has to say. The guy Charleston White, I have to do more research. I'm just getting the tip of the iceberg, but we're gonna discuss this more later this week. Manhood 101, let's go.
The interview, they ended up getting Charleston White arrested. We've been receiving death threats and all type of threats to our emails, threatening phone calls. They've been threatening us, telling us if we don't take the video down, what they're gonna do. I'm only gonna leave it up for another 3 days. So you guys, please check this out before they take it down.
All right. So that's what he says. He's saying that they're gonna take it down. There's some different stuff going on, and I have to find the way to get to the link because you have to actually go press something else to get to the actual interview. I got to find a way to go straight there, but it's pretty mind-blowing. It's pretty mind-blowing. It's deep stuff. So it's Keon Positive Energy over on TikTok. He's talking about Charleston White. I'm going to do my research, find a way to get a hold of the interview so we can listen to it, and then we can discuss it on Manhood 101. But I want to be clear. Tonight is primarily about donating to the Guard Me gear. And what I'm saying is that the views that I'm getting, if we do the simple math, all right, the views that I'm getting just for per post now, if everybody donates $5 when they see my post, we'll get there within 30 days. And with that money, I will be able to break the ground. We'll be able to prototype that thing, actually cut the metal out and begin developing the devices, put them into the testing phases. We already have that situation lined up. Logistically, we just need the funds. The Guard Me gear is the LLC. It's based out of Madison, Wisconsin. That's why I started Heavenly Bodies. It's just a good location. The University of Wisconsin is not different than other major universities because it's more prevalent. Sexual violence is more prevalent on college campuses. If you didn't know that, now you know it. So these will be the test subjects. We'll use it. It's also a controlled environment because proximity, remember? So to make sure that we have certified responders ready to respond when and if and when those devices are used. So it's important to note that not just using the device and being an attack, but how safe will it make young ladies feel as they jog, walk campus, are in even at parties, safe places that are unfamiliar to them? How much safer do you feel knowing that you will have a response if you do use it? So there's lots of intangibles that are just as important for survivors of violence to know that you have a device on now that will get you a response and you can see the response time. How much more safer will that make you feel? The problem is too big for our law enforcement to handle everything. At 68 seconds per, no law enforcement agency anywhere can handle that many 911 calls. If everyone at this clip right now, statistically, that is attacked sexually or domestically by a violent act, if they all call 911, our law enforcement agencies are all shut down. They just don't have the manpower. So we have to get involved. Our private company will make sure that you have the response time that you deserve if you're going through a situation like that. Taibu Mu'addib right here for Guard Me Gear LLC, man, putting out a personal security wearable technology that will actually make a meaningful and lasting change in the statistics of sexual and domestic violence. This is real. To see the whole entire video, all the picture in picture, go subscribe at Taibu Mu'addib 4019. That is what you want to do. That's how it's going to be. I want to make sure that I'm clear about that. All right. That I'm clear about that, just so you know. All right. Copy and paste that. Multitasking is a beautiful thing, isn't it? Y'all get y'all multitasking hat on. I want y'all donating. I want y'all doing the whole deal. All right. Like, who is this guy right here? I'm putting the whole post up. Bam, bam, bam. That's how you get it done. Knocking it out right now. I am serious about success. Let's go. Let's see what we got over here. And don't be timid either. Donate, share, get it out there. Let's get to this 150 quick. Because you think about it. Once we have the data collected, then it's up to me to finish the job. Now I have to go through these other funding rounds professionally. Here in Dallas, there's a lot of options, trust me. But I get to go around the country, look at different funding options for it to be rolled out nationally immediately. This isn't a regional thing. I want everybody, as soon as we say we redesign it, okay, it's good to go. I want this rolled out nationally immediately, right? The issue is, for our CRs, the issue is making sure that we have the money, which part of money will go towards reaching out to folks and getting them ready to sign on. Now, initially, all first responders will probably be mandated to be CRs anyway. But we need you and you and you to take part in making sure that you are available for what our needs are when it comes to the Guard Me gear. We need everybody. That's why we've incentivized it. We're incentivizing people to be, quote unquote, good Samaritans, right? Don't wait until you see it on a post to get involved. Get involved now. Donate. Do your research. Become a certified responder, and make sure that you are also available to help someone in need. Questions, concerns, comments. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. All right. Tuesday night. Almost heading towards the middle of the week. I hope I'm doing a good job of being consistent, giving you guys what you want to hear, what you need to know. That's the bottom line. Do I have this? Can folks hear me? I hope folks can hear me. That may have been an issue. If y'all couldn't hear me before, I really apologize for that. Having my Bluetooth on and off and my truck picking it up is crazy. So hopefully it's not out there and it's not eating it up. But I want you guys to know, this is how we come together. Ending sexual domestic violence. Yes, we can with Guard Me gear. Donate, get it done today. All right, that's the show. See you guys tomorrow morning, 8:05 a.m. for Mornings with Mu'addib. Inspiration and information. Let's go. That was an intense show. Some of these shows, I'm gonna give it all I got. So that was a pretty intense show. Guard Me gear is serious. It's something that needs to happen ASAP. And so I want to make sure that I put this link in there so that we all have it. Let's Let's copy that link real quick so you guys have it. Put this in the comment section. All right, it says copied. Let's get that done. Go over there, donate, take the survey, be a good person. All right, this is about being a good person. I have enough followers on all my pages. If everybody donates $5, then we're good. We'll be there. I'm campaigning hard for this. I want you guys to get this in your spirit, get this in your system, read it, see it, make sense. Know we can make a change. I should play that Obama speech one more time, but what I'll do instead is take you out of here with what you know and you love. Get this done. Living your truth, man, is an important part of what I do. I come on here and live my truth. I'm gonna give you the song on the way out. I don't usually do it, but I'll get this thing done real quick for y'all. Appreciate you guys for joining me tonight. As this song mentions in your song, go over there, get to GoFundMe. Let's go.
Good evening, everyone. Taibu Mu'addib, host, podcast entertainer, author, motivational speaker.
The issue of gun violence isn't going away because there are
Every weeknight, 9:30-ish p.m. We go crazy. In fact, we going nuts right now. Hit it, Shay. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah. It's cold out here, y'all. And I'm telling you one thing. It's amazing. How come they don't know? No one's life is the Cosby Show. Killer cops is nothing new to melanated people, bro. Not in the America that locks us up for mega busting, legalized prostitution so the mob can get their cut. CIA agents bringing dope in from the south, spread it through the hood so we can take each other out. The sadness in the hood isn't just some recent shit. It's the same thing that you can see on the slave ship. Trauma passed through generations lead to a peculiar life. Can't believe in freedom, even if one of your parents white. I'ma do it right, cause I'm conscious and I know the way. I got roots in Africa. Pittsburgh was my birthing place. International businessman from inmate 15208. African Messiah, dog. Someone had to save the day. All you want is metaphors about the club and freaking horse. Stacking up your paper, flashy cars, and them foreign tours. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. It starts out with Congress, yeah. Them the folks who scheme and plot. Once they pass the laws, it's on you and I to know what's up. And since we don't, that's how come the jails are jam-packed with us. I got my fist raised, and unity is in my heart. No matter who you are, come and live your truth. That's how it starts. Yeah, that's how it starts. Go get 'em. Go, 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 go. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. All you want is metaphors. International businessman. Can't believe in freedom. Pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Taibu Mu'addib and Shay. This is Live Your Truth. Pull up a chair. Get your popcorn ready. Let's make it happen together. We appreciate you for joining us. Tap in.